Radio United op Tour Festival, dat is niet alleen de kleine bandjes interviewen. We staan hier nu achter de mainstage te wachten op een heel erg grote vis, namelijk Max Cavalera van Sepultura en vooral van Soulfly. Die treden hier straks over een uurtje op de mainstage. En ik ben een klein beetje zenuwachtig, maar gelukkig ben ik goed voorbereid. We're here backstage in the tour bus, the very chill, cool down tour bus of Soulfly with Max Cavalera. Max, how are you doing?
Doing okay, man. Ready for the show, you know?
Yeah, the show is in 1 hour. I'll ask myself, how does Max Cavalera prepare for a Soulfly show?
Very chill, man. You know, I just listen to some music here, watch a little bit of movies, and then I get dressed here. This is my room. I don't even use dressing rooms. I don't even go there. I leave for the band, you know, dressing rooms for the band. And I go from here straight to the stage and just go and rock out.
And
no preparation.
How do you prepare your vocal cords for something like a Soulfly show?
Just a couple of screams before when I get up near the stage.
Just when you see the crowd, you just scream very loud.
Turn it on. Just turn it on like a switch, you know.
Can you turn it on now? Can you turn it on now?
It's gotta be done in the right way, you know.
But you're not alone here. It's actually one big happy family because your son is here. I think I saw Gloria backstage.
Yeah, we have the whole family traveling with us. It's nice.
How is it? Because it's very intense. It's the first time you bring your son, I guess, on a tour.
Yeah, Zion's first time touring with us drumming. So it's good. He's doing a good job. You know, he's a good drummer, young, full of energy, and the guys really like to play with him. Mark and Tony, they really enjoy playing with Zion, and we're having fun. You know, but it's cool having the family around. Some kind of more like a family-oriented environment. They're still partying the buzz, you know. Everybody's still partying and get wild from time to time, but it's pretty chill, you know. Everybody's really relaxed, and it's quite long European tour. It's 6 weeks. We're on the last week now, you know. But it's been really good.
So at the same time, you're a father and a musician.
Yeah, mostly. More like a musician, you know. I don't have to worry too much, you know. They're really good kids, you know. They just, you know, they don't drink that much, and I mean, I was doing way worse when I was that age, so.
Well, you just released your new autobiography, Bloody Roots. How did the son react to the wild stories of his dad? Because not every.
I haven't read it yet.
Don't say again.
I don't think my son has read it yet. They have not read it yet. But yeah, it's really cool book, and I'm very happy with final result. Great introduction of Dave Grohl, and the book itself is really fun and a lot of really cool stuff in it. You know, even though I really did not really enjoy making the book because it was really a lot of dreadful phone calls to try to remember all that stuff, and you know, the phone calls were like 2 hours each, and it was kind of a pain in the ass, but it was necessary, you know, for the book. And I'm glad that's finally done and it's out so people can read the story. It's a good story, you know. I think it's worth it for people to read it.
Yeah, not everybody's dad pukes on Eddie Vedder and then gets shit-faced with Lemmy.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
How did those people react? The people in the book, were they happy with it?
Yeah, you know, I think everybody pretty excited about it, and I got even people like that don't really do much interviews, like Mike Patton. He's in the book talking, and Sharon Osbourne, you know, and people like more behind the scenes kind of people, but they decided to be part of the book and they want to, you know, help tell the story, and it was good, you know. I think everybody involved was really helpful, and in the end, you got. I think Joe MacGyver is a really good writer too. You know, he did a really good job writing. It makes it, the way that he writes is very exciting, and it's really easy. It doesn't use difficult words, so it's very, very easy reading and very exciting. I think from one chapter to the other, you just want to keep reading, you know, because it draws you into the book.
Yeah, the Soulfly experience isn't of course done because there's now the new CD, Savages, and the European tour, which was quite long. During the press release of Savages, you said a quote, even with technology and how far we've come in this world, our spirit is still that some kind of a savage.
Yeah.
You have to explain that.
What's based on, you know, just looking around the world, and when you look at the world, and we're going further with technology and internet and mission to Mars and all that stuff, but at the same time, you know, in Mexican cartels are still decapitating people, and it's horrible, you know, like a lot of the stuff that goes down in the world is very savage, and so I think that's why was the point of the album, was to make this kind of analysis of the world, you know, like we're going forward with technology, but the humankind spirit is still savage, you know.
Is it a warning, or is it a thing like is a big message behind it, or is this more like your view on the world?
Yeah, not really a big message, you know. I found that was a really cool topic to. Goes good with metal music. The album before that, with Enslave, was a lot about slavery, and I needed a new topic, and I thought was a really kind of a topic that fit the record, about the human condition, our world right now, you know, and that we are still savages in the world right now. And I think it was kind of, with the album cover with the skull and the bones inside, kind of, it made sense, you know. I think everything kind of fit together really good, and I think it was a pretty strong subject, and with good imagery and good songs also around.
And you brought your own little savage to play the drums on the record, because Zion, this is the first you did some musical things together, but now you really recorded together. How was it?
It was good, you know. It was very a lot of pressure for him, I think. Record an album is different than play live. There's more pressure, and you have to really try to do your best. But I work with Terry Date, the producer, and I explained to Terry that was Zion's first record, and as much as Terry could, to make him comfortable with the idea of recording, and Terry did that, and so Zion was very comfortable, and I worked with Zion at home first too, so that was another good thing that we did for the record that I didn't do it on the other Soulfly records, is actually I got to work with him at home first, writing the songs at home, and then we took it to the studio.
Of course, you're a Brazilian, so I have to ask you something. I came prepared. I even brought the Brazilian T-shirt about the World Cup. How did you experience? Because you're a big football fan. How did you experience the whole thing?
Well, I did not like that team from the beginning. I wasn't as pumped as everybody else was. I don't think they play good. You know, the early games, even the games against Mexico and Croatia, it was not really good. You know, it was. I think it's very inexperienced team. It was, you know, a lot of like young kids, and German taught a lesson to the, you know, it was a brutal lesson. It was very painful, you know. But I think it was good for Brazil to get that beat up like that, because they need, something needs to be changed, something needs to be done, you know. They need to take the pride back and not expect to win like they come on in the tournaments always expecting to win, but actually had to work for winning, fight for the win, you know. And so I hope that Brazil for the Russian World Cup has learned humility and go into the championship humble, and I think by doing that they'll have a better chance, you know, because they saw what happens when you come unprepared like that. You get a beat up from Germany that was 7-1. I mean, you can blame it on Neymar not being playing, but at the end of the day, he's not the only guy in the team, you know. So, you know, I think it was very shameful for us to watch that.
I don't think football can get much brutal than that.
Yeah, it was very. Very painful to watch that, and very painful to get. And then after that, lost to Holland again 3-0. It's like, okay, this is over, you know. Something needs to be done here, big time, you know. I thought Belgium was a good team. You know, I really thought they're gonna go farther. You know, but unfortunately, it's not how World Cup works.
Were you in Brazil actually when the World Cup was happening, or did you experience it on tour?
I was here on tour. Yeah.
So it was like late night watching football games with the whole crew?
Yeah, a lot of times, you know, some of the games were later. Some of the games was at the same time as I was playing.
Oh no.
The Brazil and Germany one, I was on the stage. I come off the stage and they told me the result. I couldn't believe it. It's like, no, what? Impossible, you know. It's like, no, yeah, it happened. You know, they got beat up 7-1. You know, it's incredible.
You came off stage in another world.
That game.
Of course, tonight the festival set at Door Festival. Can we expect something special? Because a festival set is always something different than a normal venue.
Yeah, we have some more like you know, special set lists with some jams on it. There's a really cool jam on Tribe that's a reggae jam that I do some like some reggae chants on it. I think the crowd tonight is gonna really like that. And apart from that, like really cool rock songs like that, I think they're more like festival songs like Primitive, Prophecy, Roots, of course. You know, Eye for an Eye.
Do we get to see the whole Max Cavalera, Cavalera Conspiracy, Sepultura?
No, I don't play any Cavalera Conspiracy, but we do a song with our kids called Revengeance. Okay. So all the kids are gonna be on the stage for that one, Richie, Zion, and Igor. So that's gonna be fun.
The Cavalera Conspiracy record is done and it's recorded?
Yeah, it's done, yeah. It comes out in October.
Okay, very pumped?
Yeah, it's very powerful. It's very brutal. It's the most powerful of all the three. The new one is the absolute full-on, you know, metal. It's really, really harsh, and I'm very, very pleased with it.